What's up, everybody? This is the Digital World Podcast, and we're going to jump straight into it. Today, Johnny Deaton keeps on updating us on what is going on, and he's done a fantastic job of what he's doing. He's really helping out the XRP community. Now, he says the revolving door of corruption at the SEC. So, Hinman goes to the SEC and gratuitously declares Bitcoin and Ethereum as non securities. Now, he collects millions from his law firm while his law firm is heavily connected to Bitcoin and ETH. But it doesn't stop there. He continues. Guess which law firm is pushing the most recent Bitcoin ETF? Who did former White House Press Secretary Scaramucci hire to apply for his Bitcoin ETF? That's Hinman's firm. Okay, now let's review Hinman's law firm about the SEC enforcement's position on Bitcoin. The SEC has not asserted regulatory authority over Bitcoin or similar cryptocurrencies or trading or ownership of Bitcoin or similar cryptos and has not expressed a view that Bitcoin or similar cryptos should be classified or treated as security for purpose of U.S. federal securities laws. In fact, senior members of the staff of the SEC have expressed a view that Bitcoin is not a security under the federal securities laws. Hinman's law firm is citing to the fact that senior leadership, which was Hinman, declared that Bitcoin wasn't a security as proof that Bitcoin is not a security. And he says the SEC is a cesspool of corruption. I believe the language about the SEC having not asserted regulatory authority over Bitcoin as similar cryptos can be used by XRP holders in our motion to intervene. And so he's right. I mean, this is just a mess, a complete mess. And here's the thing. Something that the blockchain backer mentioned in his video yesterday that I found very intriguing. Now, we know that Ripple is being sued for what the SEC claims as selling a security. And they have been hit hard with this. It's affected not only XRP's price, but Ripple's ability to sell it as well, because the SEC is claiming that they're illegally selling their native token XRP. And so what happens is what blockchain backer mentioned that I think is a very realistic possibility that XRP will get that regulatory clarity before any other crypto. And these cryptos will later get hit hard with, and they'll be scrambling to get that clarity. And so XRP will be the first to get that clarity, and the inflow of money into XRP will be outrageous. Is that making sense? Now, I mentioned in my other videos, I didn't think, and this is more of my opinion, and people may see it unpopular, but I tweeted, I said, XRP going to $10 would make its market cap $500 billion, and that would cause a lot of commotion. And I said that I don't see this happening until there's some kind of regulatory clarity. And that was my opinion. And now think about this. If XRP is the only digital asset that has that regulatory clarity, then it could far surpass that $10. And while all these other cryptos are like coming down like falling knives because now they're getting pounded on by a regulatory body, XRP is fine and well and will be soaring far beyond probably what we all imagine. And now this is when utility will drive the price of it. And that's just my opinion. And I think it's something worth thinking about. And I hope that maybe that helps spark you to think about different scenarios and different possibilities. Now, we don't want to create scenarios that are complete nonsense. No, based on the facts, you can speculate on what could happen. XRP Crypto Wolf posted this, that he worries that the US continues to create what he views as an unfriendly environment for innovation in blockchain and crypto, that those boundary-pushing companies will take their businesses elsewhere, leaving the US behind. And honestly, I don't believe this will be the case because, shout out to Backup Bradley, he mentions the fact that if other countries are ready to go with XRP, why haven't they started using it? And this is because it's a global effort. Everyone has to be on board in order for this to work. So I don't think, that if anything, this might put some pressure on the US to hurry up along with this process. And here we see XRP Crypto says the SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce has criticized the use of the Howey test to assess whether crypto assets are securities, asserting that it hasn't worked for crypto. And that's why we need Gary Gensler. And, there's some YouTubers in the XRP community have been pushing the narrative, where's Gary Gensler? And so we'll keep you guys updated on that. Michael Valfiling says China recently proposed a set of global guidelines on central bank digital currencies earlier this Thursday, discussing potential uses and implications of a sovereign digital currency. And it's coming. I mean, Attorney Seal posted something that when you see the central banks coming in on a global scale into this space, you know that it's happening. Now, Crypto Dan said this. Give him a follow. He said, if XRP was a security, why would you delist it when you have a securities license? And there you go. 2018. On approval from the SEC and FINRA, Coinbase now has a license to list tokenized securities. The company's regulatory side has also been given an upgrade from a collection of state licenses to being under federal oversight. So that begs the question, why would you delist it if you had a securities license? What's the issue here? You have got to wonder, folks. It's very interesting what's happening in this space, and I believe that this is all setting precedent for what's to come, and we're very close. And I said that the countdown has begun, and we're nearing the finish line towards what it means for this digital asset space. Now, I don't know how many of you have been listening to Mickey B. Fresh, but I'm beyond excited from what's happening with DeFi. And this is Trustline, and he's been talking about it. So if you haven't seen his videos, I recommend go give him a follow on YouTube. Listen to what he has to say about the Flare network, Flare Finance, and everything that's associated with the DeFi space. And here, Trustline Inc. is like a decentralized bank. And it says utilization is the ratio of total Aurei borrowed to total Aurei supplied, okay? So Aurei supply comes from depositors who mint Aurei using collateral, so your Spark, your other F assets, and interest paid on the borrows goes to the suppliers as earned interest income, okay? And with that being said, right, we go to this. What is the interest rate of Aurei? Okay, and the answer would be it depends on the Aurei supply utilization, right? And we know that the Aurei supply utilization has to do with the ratio of total Aurei borrowed to total Aurei supplied. And so here, there's a 95% utilization. You get a 20% APR. Can you imagine? That is insane. And if you have 90% utilization, it's 10% and so forth and so on. Folks, I mean, he's been saying it. This is generational wealth. And so, and he says here, excited for Trustline Inc. Probity/Aurei white paper soon. I've been fascinated with a project like this since David Schwartz's stablecoin proposal. Aurei, decentralized stablecoin using dynamic market interest rates to manage its supply. And then the FXRP and Flare collateral and Probity Vault. So if we reach this 95% utilization, you get a 20% APR return. That is insane. I'm telling you, I encourage you, look into this space if you're skeptical. Learn more about it. Don't miss the opportunity to be involved. And here we see that Ethereum just keeps delaying its mainnet launch, I guess. Okay? And we know that by the time the staking comes out for Ethereum, it's going to be far behind from what, the Flare network is doing. And here, to end this, listen to what Brad Garlinghouse has to say.
Some of you who are as old as I am, you may remember companies like Napster. I think there's a chance that we may find that Bitcoin going to be the Napster of digital assets. Napster demonstrated what digitized music could do, but companies like Spotify and Pandora and iTunes capitalized on that opportunity. Napster was not working with the system. They were ignoring laws and ignoring regulations, and they didn't succeed. Ripple believes by working with the system, we can have a higher level of success, not just for banks, but also for all banks' customers.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say it. He said it. And so be on the lookout for Bitcoin and other digital assets. They're not in compliance. Okay? This is a very interesting space, and it's getting more interesting by the minute. I hope this episode has brought you some value. Like and subscribe, and ask yourself, am I ready for what's coming? Am I well positioned? This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.